The shortest game in professional League of Legends history is the story of a charming outlaw, unrequited love, a heartfelt memorial,
yes! Trundle, yeah, there it is!
and the bitter fury of a game developer scorned. Jeon Apdo Sang-gil was once revered as one of the greatest League of Legends players in the world. He conquered solo queue, taking the top spots in both Korea and China, all while playing 4 positions at the same time.
The sick thing about Apdo is he can play practically every single role in the game and be good enough to get accounts super high up in Challenger. Now that's not even the case for Faker.
But Apdo wasn't trying to go pro. Apdo was elo boosting. Apdo would take your money and boost your count all the way to the highest reaches of solo queue, all while maintaining his own fantastic record. Obviously, Riot didn't like that. Riot's generally not a fan of when people mess with the competitive integrity of their game. So, whenever they gathered up enough evidence of Apdo's elo boosting, they'd ban him. But then Apdo would show up on a new account and the chase would start all over again. The money was good, but there wasn't any glory in it. Faker had just come off his rookie season World Championship win. Meanwhile, Apdo, the king of Korean solo queue, was running and hiding from Riot. He wasn't getting a chance to test his mettle on stage against Korea's best. So, Apdo gathered up a few friends from solo queue and formed Team Dark. Led by their misfit hero, they would compete in the Pandora Champions Winter 2013 to 2014 qualifiers, and if they made it, they would give Apdo a chance to show that he had what it took to go toe-to-toe with the best players in the world. But the day before the offline qualifiers, Riot banned Apdo from playing in professional tournaments for 2 years, and banned his main account for 1,000 years. That's not a joke. He's literally banned from playing League of Legends until the year 3013. Allegedly, this had to do with a girl who came to Apdo for elo boosting, but when she developed feelings for him, he turned her down, and she turned him in. Team Dark was forced to play without Apdo, and though they made it into champions, it just didn't seem like their hearts were in it anymore. They'd lost Apdo, their charismatic solo queue rebel leader, and without him, they kind of fell apart. In their second game against Samsung Ozone, Team Dark went full meme.
This is a troll game, guys. I've got a feeling.
They drafted an all-jungler composition in honor of the then recently retired Korean jungler, Cloud Templar.
Team Templar is here.
Team Cloud Templar.
Plus, Team Dark spelled out "Let's go Gank" if you read out the first characters of their band's champions' names. Team Dark's comp was never supposed to be in a lane, so Samsung Ozone went just as memey. They drafted all AD carries and bruisers, designed to push lanes and take towers as fast as possible.
I'm curious as to how they're going to play this out with these summoners.
Well, guys, tell your friends, this is a Cloud Templar tribute game on OGN Champions Winter.
They annihilated Team Dark in just over 8 minutes.
And if you thought invades were strong last game, you haven't seen the 4 machete invade.
How fast can you kill a level 1 dragon?
I'm ready. And we're all laughing. Shen is, well, he's dead.
I mean, this may be the fastest League of Legends game I've ever seen.
3 days later, Kespa and OGN disqualified Team Dark for intentionally throwing their matches. And as far as anyone knows, none of those players ever played Pro League of Legends ever again. Team Dark probably had it coming, if you think about it. The highest level of League of Legends competition in the world is maybe not the best place for your memorial meme comp. But Team Dark didn't care. They had just lost Apdo. And while he'd eventually return to solo queue, he's still banned from playing under his own name until the 31st century. His teammates' careers were forever ruined, but they were also just solo queue randos. For his part, Apdo streams on other accounts now, and says he'll pay Riot $100,000 to get his main one back. But Riot has every right to take apart elo boosters. These days, Apdo mostly streams from China, after winning a contest that saw him take first place in the solo queue rankings there, and also resulted in the single greatest picture in esports history. But Apdo's competitive ban ended in 2015. There's no reason he couldn't try out for a pro team right now. But Apdo doesn't care. He doesn't want to play in Riot's system. Once upon a time, he was the greatest mid laner in the world. But now, he's just a guy playing League of Legends with a plate full of money.
Thanks for watching. If you want more great content just like this, be sure to hit the subscribe button.